What's going on, everyone? This is Dave with CellHouse Columbus, CellHouse, Ohio, and today we're talking about relocating. It's a very common thing. Maybe you got a job offer, maybe you are moving closer to the family, whatever the case may be. Relocating away from Columbus or away from anywhere in Ohio, moving on to somewhere else. And what do you do with your house at that point when you're relocating? So I'm here to let you know, hey, you don't have to agonize. Let's get you organized. I'm going to give you the steps here, the 5 steps to do when it comes to relocating so you know what to do with your house. Number one, find out what your house is worth. There's a lot of free resources out there. You can look on Zillow. It's not always the most accurate, but it's worth it just to give you a ballpark idea. Do some digging around online, kind of get a general idea of what the websites are saying your house is worth, and then contact a real estate professional. Contact us here at CellHouse Columbus, CellHouse, Ohio. We can take a look at it with you. We'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's all good with us. We will give you a no obligation analysis on your property, right? We speak to roughly 100 people every single month, and we only end up buying about 10 to 12 houses, right? Sometimes 20, as many as 20. But there's a lot of people that we help, that we will work with and kind of go through their situation with them, that we never end up working together. So even if we're not able to work together, it's perfectly fine. We're still going to shake hands, part as friends, and you're going to come out of this knowing what other houses are selling for. And we're very transparent about all the information that we pull. We'll pull it with you. We'll look at it together, but kind of get a general idea of what other houses are going for. Got to look at things like condition, of course. Every condition's a little bit different. We got to make sure we're comparing apples to apples and oranges to oranges. We'll do all that right over the phone. There's no obligations whatsoever, but let's get a general idea of what your house is worth. Number two, let's create a timeline. When it comes to moving, moving's one of the hardest things in the world, I think. It's tough, especially when you're relocating, especially if you've lived in your house for a long time. It's not easy. So, what we can do is help you create a timeline to meet your needs. If you're in a situation where you have a deadline coming up and we need to do something fast, we can do that. If you are flexible and you need some flexibility, we can help you with that as well. Sometimes people already have a new house into contract and they're needing this old house that they're relocating from to get this in contract or to kind of work out the closing dates. So this house closes, your current house closes right basically on the same day as your new house. We can do that. We'll work with you, whatever the situation is. If we need to speak to your new mortgage company, right? If you're closing on a new house or if you're renting somewhere, a lot of people downsize. We've been seeing this quite a bit is older folks, including my mom. My mom is looking for what I'm about to share with you right now. Downsize from the big house and just move into an apartment. There are so many beautiful apartments, especially for older people. They got the gym, they got the workout facility, they got the pool, they got it. I mean, this is great. And there's no yard, there's no nonsense you got to deal with. Yeah, you're paying rent, but so what? Basically, with a new mortgage, you're paying rent anyway because it's all interest for the first 7 years anyway. So, right? There's no shame in renting is my point. We can speak to any leasing office that you might be relocating to. We can speak to your mortgage company. We can speak to your realtor if you have a realtor helping you find a property that you're relocating to. Whatever the case may be, let us help you fit any timeline that you're currently creating for yourself to make this as painless as possible. Number three, get an offer going here before you start packing, right? Let's get the offer rolling. Let's get the funding going. Start working together before you even pack your first box. That's the benefit of working with us since we're going to be flexible. We can really maneuver. We're not reliant on the bank. So we're not reliant on an appraisal. We're not reliant on anything like that. We are a cash buyer. So we can pull the trigger and make this thing happen, and you can have your solid offer in place, ready to go, and we'll close on the date of your choice. This way, your offer, your house situation, the sale of your property is basically taken care of before you ever start packing. What you don't want to do is find yourself in a situation, you got the whole house all packed up, and now you're going to find a buyer. Now you're going to start the process. No, start the process before you start packing. Okay. Number 4 is calculate the difference. This is important. Figure out the difference then of if you were to sell your house fast versus if you were to hold out and kind of wait for your dream price in the future, right? Sometimes holding out might make sense, but not if it's not going to fit your timeline. And then you got to factor in holding costs and monthly payments and utilities and taxes and things of that nature. So figure out your holding costs. If you were to hold out, is the juice worth the squeeze? Does it make sense for you to hold out and potentially get a higher number later? Or does it make sense to potentially work with a fast home buyer like us, be done with it, get this thing closed, collect the money, and move on out to wherever you're relocating to? Maybe that's the best bet, but we won't know until we weigh both options out. What I will share is this: after doing this for many, many years and discussing, having the same exact discussion with many people just like you, we typically come to find that you will net the same amount or more by just selling it quickly and not dealing with commissions, fees, and holding costs. Selling it quickly will net you the same amount or more than if you held out for a dream price. Yes, you got a higher price, but then once you factor in the costs, the holding costs and the commissions, you're basically netting the same amount. So let's get you the net figure now and remove steps from the process. This way you're sleeping good at night. You got your buyer locked into place. Now you're starting to pack. You got enough on your plate. If you're moving and relocating, believe me, we've all been there before, right? Get your offer into place. We can do this for you. And typically you're going to find you're going to net the same amount or more by just selling it to us for cash. So just take the path of least resistance. We're going to help you through this, but we'll calculate it. We'll compare it side by side. You can see it for yourself, right? Finally, give us a call. Number 5, give us a call, 614-300-5151. You'll be most likely speaking to me or someone on my all-star team. We're a small team. We're still a mom and pop company, and we have small town mom and pop values at the same time. We're not going to waste your time, right? This is not a used car dealership or something like that. We're going to trap you and, try to force you into an offer. It's not that way at all. We can simply go through your options. You most likely have options that are not being presented to you right now, and probably options that you haven't even thought of. But we can figure this out together. Give us a call, 614-300-5151, or you can click on one of the forms here on our website, CellHouseColumbus.com, and just fill out a form. We'll give you a buzz at your convenience. We'll talk this thing through. We don't need to waste a lot of your time. We look forward to working with you like we've worked with so many hundreds of other people. Check out our testimonials on our website. Check out the testimonials here on the YouTube channel, to everywhere. Check us out. Do your due diligence. You're going to feel good about working with us, and we look forward to serving you and serving everyone in our community. So on behalf of myself, I'm Dave with CellHouse Columbus and CellHouse Ohio. We'll see you on the next video.